Hi to everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about the looping statements such as while and do while loop. So first we are going to discuss about while loop. It is an entry controlled loop. Entry controlled loop means conditions will be checked at the beginning of the loop itself. For the syntax for the while loop is while open parenthesis condition close parenthesis, and then if you are going to include multiple statements under the while means, then we have to make use of the open curly braces and closing curly braces. If you are just going to include only one statement means there is no necessity to make use of these curly braces. So, what's the working principle of this while loop is whatever the conditions that you are giving here, for example, whatever the conditions that you are giving here, for example, I am giving here as if I greater than 5. So in such a cases means if the value of I is greater than 5, then your program control will enters into the while statement, and it will execute the statements which is embedded within these curly braces. If this condition is failed means, for example, if the value of I is less than 5 means definitely your program control will not enter into this while statement. It will comes out of this while statement. By that time this body of statements will not be executed. So whenever if you are taking the while loop, if the condition is failed, the body of the statements will not be executed even for once. But it is an entry controlled loop, as we said earlier, because it's checking the conditions in the beginning of the loop itself. No, that's why it is called as entry controlled loop. And next one is a do while loop. It is an exit controlled loop. Exit controlled loop means this you know very well. If you are going to the theater, by that time, while entering into the theater itself, they will ask you to show the ticket. After verifying the ticket, only they will let you to enter into the theater. But if you are taking the buses means while getting down of the buses only the TTR will come and check for the ticket. When you are considering these two examples, the ticket which will be checked while entering into the theater will be called as an entry control loop, because while entering into the theater itself they are checking for the ticket. So that is an example for the entry control loop. And while taking the buses, while getting down of the buses, TTR will come and check for the tickets. So such thing is called as a is an example for an exit controlled loop. The difference between this entry controlled and exit control loop is, once if it is an entry controlled loop, only if the condition is satisfied then the statements will be executed, or else it won't be executed. But if it is of an exit control loop, even though the condition is failed, the statements will be executed for at least once. As I said earlier, even we can take the example of a traveling in a bus itself. Even though if you haven't taken the ticket, you will be permitted to travel for a particular distance. Once if it is checked, if you are not all got the ticket means, then you will be asked to get down of the bus. But you got the provisions to travel at least even for few minutes, no? So this is an example for an exit control loop. But just like that, in an exit control loop, even though the condition is failed, the statements will be executed at least for once. The syntax for the do while loop is do open curly braces, closing curly braces, and then while open parenthesis a condition, then close the parenthesis and then put semicolon. Uh, so far we have discussed about the three loops. One is a for loop, while loop and do while loop. In the earlier video, we have discussed about the for loop. In this video, we are discussing about the while and do while loop. Whatever it may be of a for loop, a while loop. You will not make use of the semicolon there. In the for loop, you will make use of the semicolon just as to split the terms. So, for example, in order to split the initialization term and the conditions and the increment and decrement operator, you will make use of the semicolon. But you won't put the semicolon as for I is equal to 0, semicolon I less than or equal to 5, I plus plus. Closing parenthesis, and then you won't put semicolon there. But here in the do while loop, you will make use of the semicolon. In the while loop also, you won't make use of the semicolon, but here at the end of the loop, you have to make use of the semicolon. It's very important. In case if you haven't included the semicolon, definitely it will show you an compilation error message. So this is the syntax for the do while loop. Let's see the example later on. But before that, let's see the difference between the while and do while loop. As we said earlier, while loop is an entry control loop and do while is an exit control loop. If the condition is failed, the body of the statements will not be executed even for once in while loop. And in the do while loop, if the condition is failed, the body of the statements will be executed at least for once. And in the while loop, no semicolon is needed at the end of the while loop. But semicolon must be included at the end of the do while loop. Actually, it's not a while statement, it's a do while. Right, so it's a do while statement. And next one thing, this is about the difference between the while and do while loop. Now let's see the example for while and do while loop. Yes, now we are going to see the example for the while and do while loop. First, we are going to discuss about the while loop. So this is a program to print the numbers from 1 to 10 using while loop. First, let's see about the while loop. So next, as usual, we can include the header file. So hash include stdio.h and then hash include conio.h. Next, you can include void main. And looking into this problem, we are just going to print the numbers from 1 to 10. So it means one variable is enough. So we can set it as int. For example, starting limit. So I am representing it as SL, and ending limit I am representing it as EL. And then we can clear the screen, so CLR ACR. Then we can prompt the user to enter the upper and the lower limit. Enter the upper and lower limit. Yes. So then we can get it from the user. Percentage D ampersand SL comma EL. Actually, SL is the starting limit, EL is the ending limit. Right. So here we have to give it as first enter the lower limit. Enter the lower limit, and then here we have to type it as upper. Why I am changing the statement here as this one means because if I am giving enter the upper and lower limit means they may type it as 10 and 1. But we have to set 1 to the SL and 10 to the EL. That's why we have to give the exact information to the user so that they will enter the inputs correctly. So that's why here I have changed it as enter the lower and upper limit. So and in the scanf statement we got the SL and EL. Then we have to make use of the while loop. How long I am going to use it means while SL less than or equal to EL. The reason is it has to be repeated until it prints the value 10. That's why here I am setting it as while SL less than or equal to EL, and here I have to type that value. So printf percentage D comma I have to print that value SL. I can print that value SL, and after printing the value SL I have to increment it. Actually first one will be printed, next I have to increment it. So 2, then I have to print that 2, then again I have to increment it, again that 3 have to be printed, again I have to increment. So this process will be repeated again and again until it reaches a 10. So but the condition here I have given is SL less than or equal to EL. So first in case if I am setting SL equal to 1 means it will check for the condition whether 1 is less than or equal to EL. If this condition is satisfied, then the program control enters into the while statement and print the value of 1. So after printing 1, definitely I have to increment that one. That's why here I am using SL plus plus. Then only it will be iterated for the next one. So SL plus plus means the value of SL will be incremented by 1 such that I will get SL equal to 2. Then it will check for the conditions. So 2 is again 2 is less than EL because EL value is 10. So 2 is less than 10. So again it will enter into the loop and print the value 2. Then SL value will be incremented, SL equal to 3, and then checks the condition 3 is less than 10, so it will be printed. So this process will be repeated again and again. When the value of SL is equal to 9, of course 9 is less than 10, so it will enter into the loop and 9 will also be printed. Then again SL value will be incremented. Now the SL value is 10. And checks the condition 10 is not less than 10 but it's equal to 10. Again the condition is true, so enters into the loop and 10 will be printed. Then SL will be incremented. Now SL equal to 11. And then it checks for the condition, but 11 is greater than 10, so condition failed, so it will comes out of the while loop. By that time I am just going to type the function getch and I am going to close this one. So you just notice a thing here, whenever your program control is entering into the while loop, only if it is satisfying this condition only, it is entering into this loop structures. That's why we are calling it as an entry control loop, right? Here I am going to type \n just for printing the numbers in a new line. Okay, now we are going to save this program. For example, I am saving it as while demo.c, and I am going compiling my program, no error, and then I am running my program. Enter the lower limit. I am typing the lower limit as 1 and upper limit as 10. Now notice the thing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's all. And then enter. So now the execution gets stopped. This is about the while loop. We can convert this program for the do while loop itself. So first thing we have to change it here is instead of while we are going to make use of the do while loop. So here you can type this is a program to print 1 to 10 using do while loop. and everything can be as it is, but here you have to include do, and you can remove the condition here. Here you have to type the condition while ASL less than or equal to 10. So everything is same only, but the difference is without checking the condition, it will enter into the loop. Let's check that one by means of the step-by-step execution. You just see here, started from main function and then clearing the content of the screen. That means clearing the content of the output screen, and then prompting the user as enter the lower and upper limit, and it's getting the numbers from input from the user. And you just see here, after getting the input without checking the condition, it is directly entering into the do while loop, into the body of the statements. So this SL is printed and then incremented. SL value is incremented, then only it checks for the condition. So one is less than 10. So again, actually first, without checking the number, without checking the condition, first one will be printed, then the SL value is incremented. So SL value is 2. And in the condition it will check whether 2 is less than or equal to 10. Yes, of course, is less than 10. So again loop will be iterated and it will print the value of 2. Then SL value will be incremented. Now SL is equal to 3, and then it checks for the condition 3 is less than 10. So this process is repeated again and again until the value of SL is equal to 11. Once if it is once the SL value reaches 11, means automatically condition failed, such that your program control will comes out of the do while loop and it executes the get ch, and you can get the output. Of course, the output for both the while and do while loop is same, but what's the unique difference in making use of the while and do while loop is, in while loop, if the condition is true only, then the statements will be executed. In do while loop, even though the condition is not at all true, the statements will be executed at least for once. That's the main difference. But we can make use of any loop that depends upon your applications and depends upon the programmer wish. Okay, I hope that you might have understood the concepts clearly. In case if you are having any doubts, kindly post your queries. Thank you.